Now we finally get to put every single little piece together. So the first thing we want to do is we want to take our equation and we want to factor it. So if we're looking at the top, I can pull out an x term, leaving me with 2x squared minus x minus 1 over, let's see, that's a trinomial, so that can factor to x plus 1 squared. Well, on the top, I can rewrite this as x times, let's see, 2x and x. Let me think about this. If I do plus 1 minus 1, does that work? That will work. Over x plus 1 squared. So now it is completely factored. So are there any holes? There are no holes because nothing from the numerator factored with anything from the denominator. So no holes. Okay, well, vertical asymptotes are going to happen whenever the denominator is equal to 0. So when is x plus 1 squared equals 0? Square both sides, you get x plus 1 equals 0. So there is a vertical asymptote at x equals -1. Okay, y-intercepts are when x equals 0. So for our y-intercept, we're going to put 0 in for every single x. So 2 times 0 cubed minus 0 squared minus 0 over 0 squared plus 2 times 0 plus 1, which will equal 0 over 1. So there is a y-intercept at the point 0, 0. Okay, for the x-intercept, that is when y is equal to 0. Okay, so we're going to say 0 is equal to, and we only have to look at the numerator, remember, to 2x cubed minus x squared minus x. Pull an x out like we already did. So, well, we already did this factoring. It's up above, which is why I'm skipping, okay? So all this work I just did, I looked right up here. Well, when do these equal 0? This will happen when x equals 0. See, it will happen when 2x plus 1 equals 0. So that's when x equals -1/2. It'll happen when x minus 1 equals 0. So when x equals 1. So our x-intercepts are right here. Okay, meaning that it crosses the x-axis 3 separate times. Now, horizontal and slant asymptotes. If you remember the green boxes above, a slant asymptote happens when the degree of the numerator is 1 greater than the degree of the denominator. So in this case, we have a slant asymptote, and to find our answer, we must use the dreaded long division. So x squared plus 2x plus 1, 2x cubed minus x squared minus x plus 0. Don't forget all your placeholders. So how many times does x squared go to 2x cubed? It goes in 2x times. Then we multiply. Let's see, this will give me 4x squared plus 2x. Now I subtract. So negative x squared minus 4x will give me negative 5x squared. Negative x minus 2x will give me negative 3x. Let's see, x squared goes into negative 5x squared minus 5 times. Minus 10x. And remember, you can ignore the remainder of this. You don't have to worry about this. So we have a slant asymptote on the line y is equal to 2x minus 5, which means that when you graph it, and this is a very general sketch, you'd find your y-intercept, you'd go up 2 over 1, up 2 over 1. This becomes a dotted line, meaning the graph gets infinitely close to it, but never gets there. Okay, the last thing on this page, you'll see in some of the practice examples, it tells you to graph them. What I want you to do is I want you to find all this information, and then I want you to use either Desmos or your graphing calculator to sketch it from there. All right, let me know of any questions.